I sort of think of my real origins as being metal shop in the 7th grade. Everyone I knew just hated metal shop. I thought it was just fantastic. It was just right for me. I don't know exactly what it was, but I thought being able to make things in metal was really cool. I was at Dartmouth College, and they didn't have a real art program, but they had a drawing class. So I transferred to Berkeley as a sculpture major. When I was still undergraduate at Berkeley, the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art every year had a competitive show called the annual. And I entered one of these into that show. To my amazement, I got a prize in the show. The juror was Dorothy Miller, who was the head curator of painting and sculpture at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. And it turns out that at that time, the Museum of Modern Art was putting together what became a very important seminal exhibition called The Art of Assemblage. And I got included in that show. Well, that was really exciting. I was an undergraduate, and I was going to be in this big important show. And actually, Dorothy Miller got interested, and they actually bought another piece of mine for their collection. So, gee, that was that was an awfully wonderful beginning. The Art of Assemblage show had, well, the world's famous sculptors, artists in it. I mean, Picasso was in it, and Robert Rauschenberg, and David Smith, and there were hundreds of artists in this exhibition. And they covered the very wide variety of artists that used anything found objects. So immediately I saw that the show pretty much divided itself into two areas. There were the artists that used the factual poetry or the factual nature of the objects as part of the story of the artwork. So they were taking pieces of realism and bringing that into it. And then there were other artists like myself that were using it in a strictly formal way. It was the shape, the color, the textures that mattered. And we were actually destroying the factual context. So that was very interesting to me to see that formalize that difference. And although I respond very much to the work like that has a storyline in it, I'm not expressive in that. That's not me. So it was useful to see that, and that helped me see a path that basically I've continued on my whole career.